Oh, I'm nostalgic, so you remember to, you don't have to. Now I'm just kidding. It's David Giant 2B here. Here doing our movie review on Kong of Skull Island, starring Tom Hiddleston, Sam Jackson, John Goodman, and Brie Larson, and this was the 2017 one, and this was basically this is a Warner Brothers one, and this was the 2017. Of course, I know they have more coming out, but I just wanted to do this to finish up the for some of the King Kongs, and I'm not gonna cross over with the Godzilla. Not yet, anyways. I want to do other stuff before I do that, and I'm gonna do a very brief movie review on this King Kong, and it was okay. I mean, it was sort of like the shitstorm of the 76 one, because it takes place in the 70s, first in the 40s and the 70s and stuff, but I don't only think this is Warner Brothers and whatnot, and of course this is the fourth installment of King Kong by himself. Of course, I think they have other stuff going on, but this is 2017. I'm gonna be very brief on this one, and yeah. So here we go with Kong of Skull Island. The movie begins with obviously the Warner Brothers logo and Legendary and whoever else they were partnered with, 1944, and of course they're starts the World War II pilot who was engaging with the Japanese counterpart, and all of a sudden they were going to have hand-to-hand combat, and obviously they were, you know, obviously they were interrupted by King Kong, who probably ate them. Then we jump to 1973. John Goodman is basically organizes plans. This is the end of Vietnam, and they're doing special stuff, and they're studying explosives and stuff that isn't related to Vietnam and stuff, and of course this is the start of this one, and and of course they think that this has to do with the atomic bomb, and I might have to split this into two parts.
Resources, medicine, cure for cancer, geological discoveries. I mean, possible alternate field senator. Listen, to be honest, we don't know for sure what's there. Okay, but I will tell you what we do know. Tomorrow night, the Russian NOSAT passes over this sector in like 3 days. They're going to have the same packages we have, so whatever's there, you want us to find it first. Right?
Sorry, I had to change battery, but anyway, yeah, obviously John Goodman was put in charge of this. This is different from the 70s. Of course, that was late 70s, this is early 70s, and that was actually in the 70s with the gas crisis, and they're just looking for geological things they were granted. And I just saw a ridiculous advertisement. This is a side story, side comment. I saw a ridiculous advertisement for Planet of the Apes, and I'm like, wow, they're really being a dead horse, because they had so many of the 60s and 70s with the Planet of the Apes, and then they had so many in early 2000s with the. It's like you're beating a dead horse, and that's getting ridiculous. I might eventually do Planet of the Apes thing, but that's getting ridiculous. I mean, it's getting stupid with that. Just a side comment. So anyway, John Goodman leads the expedition, and they go to Skull Island. They find Skull Island, and but you know, with Vietnam and you have anti-Vietnam people, and of course this is a totally different type of thing. You know, the main leader encounters the local native tribe and warns them of that, and it says there's the creature called King Kong, and you should respect that, and of course they try to capture. It's kind of the same story, but obviously there's more killing. This is a PG-13. This is not for children. This is a PG-13 film, and you have the same love story, but this time with a photographer and stuff going on, and they try to do napalm and try to destroy it and try to kill it. And I mean, this is a bit sillier because they're trying to kill it. They think it's causes of activities and stuff. They refer back to the World War II guy and stuff. And then they get Sam Jackson, who was in Vietnam, to get out to as an expedition and stuff because Vietnam was going on at the time. This is made in 2017, so they're rich, and of course they have the love story between the photographer and this other guy and stuff. And like I said, this is a very brief one. I'm not too enthused about this one, but they see King Kong and the footage of they had him from World War II and stuff. And I'm just gonna get to the main points and stuff. And they have a firefight and stuff, and a lot of stuff I'm not gonna talk about. This it's probably not one of my better reviews, 'cause I didn't really care for the movie that much. I said it was okay. I mean, it wasn't a shitstorm like the '76 one, but still. So they go to Skull Island and stuff, and yeah. We're just doing a fast version of it. So they fight King Kong and they encounter him. This is 1973, and they fight him and stuff. I'm just doing basically they fight him and stuff. This is, I guess they're trying to relate it to the Godzilla thing, because they're saying, oh yeah, seismic activity, because they had the Godzilla stuff going on, and this is kind of like it's supposed to be a crossover and stuff. And basically it's a battle between the military versus King Kong, Vietnam style, I guess, and there's, saying, oh yeah, this is the cause and stuff. And, there was a standoff between the pro, keeping it alive, and then, for science, and then the ones, the anti and stuff. And then, they fight the natives and stuff, and then, Kong reveals himself and whatever. And like I said, I'm going really quickly with this one. This is a quick, brief one. And and of course Sam Jackson, is obviously the hero and stuff. And Sam, and of course they, he's, this is kind of like a ridiculous version, and it's kind of like more of a war story than it is a King Kong and stuff.
You are going to tell me everything I don't know. I love what you hear. I wouldn't believe it. Yesterday I was a crack down. But today, soldiers will never know.
Obviously, Sam Jackson knows the truth of what his mission really was, because he was kind of just being fighting in King Kong in the dark and stuff, and I like John Goodman, but again, this is not one of the better John Goodman movies, but And of course, you know, like I said, it's like more like a fight versus, you know, humans versus King Kong. This is not exactly, you know, protect them and against them and stuff. And of course, then they find out the true nature that King Kong's just a natural ape, and he doesn't mean any harm and stuff. And they, you know, they're debating whether they want to kill him and whether they want to capture him, what to do with him. And of course, this is all CGI, of course, compared to days in the past and stuff. Of course, the 2005 one was CGI, but this is all CGI'd, and he's more ape-like here, you know, giant gorilla basically. And they find out, oh yeah, he's more of a natural being than a monster. They think in this one that it's man-made and stuff, that they are the beast that made King Kong, you know, with nuclear, and of course this was, you know, they had the 1944 stuff going on, and that was obviously the fight with the squid, and of course the photographer has a love story thing going on. I'm just trying to speed up the process. I guess I can't do frame for frame of a 2-hour movie, and I'm just, you know, they have trying to fix the helicopter, and of course King Kong finds the photographer and falls in love with her, and of course you have the same love story of Beauty and the Beast type love story, you know, Kong seeing her, and of course she's a photographer and stuff, and he doesn't kill her or anything, and you know, she's a photographer, and of course they, you know, again it's like battle between who wants to kill him and who wants to keep him alive, who wants to capture him, who wants to study him, who wants to leave him alone, etc., and stuff. And of course they had the love story thing with the photographer, you know, same thing, and of course people are divided and stuff.
This man's name was Dante Card. You take away the uniforms, the war, he became Godzilla. We swore we'd never leave each other behind.
I don't know what happened to my feature with the, I could push on, you know, and I don't know what happened to that feature. But anyway, so World War II guy talks about what happened and stuff, and of course they're trying to get out of Skull Island and whatnot, and you know, it's all about morals, and of course they're trying to prelude this to the King Kong stuff that's going on, and you know, really, I don't know, like I said, it's okay. I mean, I don't know, I'm not, you know, I mean, King Kong's a different type of monster, a different type of thing, but you know, and of course they talk about the tribes and stuff, and of course the tribes worship King Kong, obviously, and you know, trying to have a similar story and stuff. And yeah, and of course they eventually do capture, or they have a fight, and I think they capture, you know, stuff. And of course they have a fight with dinosaurs and stuff, and you know, kind of the same tropes with that. You know, man versus monster type of thing. It's more of a man versus monster type movie. You know, it's like honor versus, you know, who's honorable, who's not honorable, and whatnot. And then, of course, you know, a lot of bickering back and forth of who's honorable, not honorable, and what to do. And, of course, you know, who's this, you know, and, of course, the World War II guys kind of haywire and stuff. And, of course, Sam Jackson puts him down and whatnot. And, you know, honor versus, you know, what's real, what's not, and what, you know, what you know, this is kind of a feel-good movie, I guess, you know, to get away from things. It's not, you know, yeah, you know, they have a lot of big, like I said, a lot of back and forth, and of course, Kong saves everybody. You know, Kong's really the good guy, not the bad guy here. You know, and he has his love thing and stuff, and you know, he's the good guy and whatnot. And you know, he saves the girl and the guy in this. So
We have to go. Now.
So in this one, they kind of just leave Kong alone, I guess, because they think they killed him, but they kind of leave him alone. And you know, this one's kind of you know, moral, you know, what to do, what not to do. I like the 1933 one. No, the 2005, the 1933 one better than this one. Again, they're trying to like interlude this with the you know, they're trying to interlude this one, and they're trying to you know, they're trying to interlude this with, you know, they're trying to interlude this with the Godzilla stuff that's going on at the same time, I guess. That's what they're trying to do, I guess.
What will get out? It always does.
Well, it's not coming to us.
So in post credits, they have a stinger with saying, "Oh, he's not the only monster." They have Godzilla, Mothra, Rodan, you know, Ghidorah, and Godzilla fighting Ghidorah and Abel. They show that in post credits and stuff. And I'm not going to show that because they're trying to, you know, they're trying to tie this to, oh yeah, he might be the King of Skull, but there's, you know, Godzilla and Ghidorah and the other monsters exist. And you know, of course, I'm not going to do the Godzilla vs. King Kong yet, or the reprise one yet, because I want, you know, I have to do the Godzilla stuff, but you know, I don't know. Anyway, so did I like it? It was okay. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great. It was obviously 76 was a shitstorm. But anyways, this is a quick, you know, of this version of King Kong. And yeah, this is, I don't own, this is Warner Brothers. This is Giant 2B signing off.